Do you also have one or more spoons lying around in your garden? Because there's an incredibly clever reason for it, and once you hear what it's all about, you'll definitely want to do it right away. But before we get to the spoon, we need to prepare a little something first. For that, you'll need some sugar. I'm using sugar cubes here and pouring a small amount of water on top. Of course, you can also use regular sugar. It doesn't have to be a cube. The most important thing for you to remember is that you should stir the mixture until the sugar has thoroughly and completely dissolved into the liquid, so that you have a sugar-water solution in a ratio of 1 part sugar to 2 or even 3 parts water. Once the sugar is no longer visible at all, you can then draw it up with a syringe. Now we will take our spoon and go outside with it, looking for somewhere in a quiet, shady spot in your garden, on your terrace, or even just in front of your door. Place the spoon down on the ground and carefully pour a small amount of the sugar water into the spoon. By the way, if you don't want to leave a spoon outside, you can simply unscrew the small cap from a PET bottle, tear it off, and place that in the garden instead. In this situation as well, just pour a very small and controlled amount of the sugar water in and leave it there. Ideally, it should be a little protected, particularly when it comes to the wind and the rain, because this little spoon or plastic cap with some sugar water in it can actually help to save many tiny lives. It's important that you replace it with fresh sugar water every few days, because especially in hot weather, bees or bumblebees are simply too weak to make it back home. You've probably seen a bumblebee on a sidewalk or in your garden that looked very weak and simply couldn't fly anymore. Most of the time, the reason is that they need some food, and you can provide exactly that with this sugar water. They'll go over to it now and drink some of it to regain their strength so they can continue their journey home. That's why it's always helpful to place this spoon or plastic lid in your garden. And if you want to discover even more incredibly brilliant gardening tricks that almost no one knows but everyone should, then be sure to check out the video you now see right now on the screen. Just click on it.